From Sir J.J. School of Art in 2004. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do have a lot of interesting stories to share with us about your time there. Yes. Something about a nail incident and thinkers are not allowed here. A stencil text that you maybe want to talk a little bit more about with our viewers today.
Yeah, I've since childhood, I mentioned in my couple of interviews that my father had a business of scrap. He used to a scrap merchant, and I grew up with this three-dimensional machines and metals. So I was very fascinated with this metal and big machines. So therefore I moved to Mumbai, at JJ School of Art to be a sculptor. So I did my 4-year degree from there. But during my college time, I was very disappointed. The scene which I've been through, the academy, it's very like old, or it's like a square, you see, because being a creative person, we really need a freedom, or not limitation of material, or express the feeling with this limited material. It wasn't acceptable that time, so I experimented with a lot of medium and material. So I did video art, new media I used during my college time. So that was not acceptable from my professor side. So it was very, the all time, maybe the generation gap or things like that. But I did what I liked, and because of that, people get to know, like, I'm honestly working, and because I wasn't feel comfortable that during my academic time, so I did experiment with a lot of mediums, as I said earlier. And one day, I really want to display my video art, so I approached to my professor and I asked him, sir, just give us a permission to display one of my artwork, which I made on Godhra riots, which was happening in 2002. I was a second year student, so that time I made this video called Scroll. It was based on Godhra riots, which
the genocide.
Yes, in 2002, where I made this entire series video with a very famous epic TV serial called Mahabharata. And that particular piece I really want to show to other colleagues or students, but professor denied my request, and I wasn't so happy. So the same day, full night, me and my friend, I bought like the 2 sack of big nails, and I red pen, and I made a stencil that thinkers are not allowed in. And whatever the sitting area at my campus or college canteen, the entire night we painted those sitting areas or arrangements, and we put long nails there, and with a red color, and we made up the stencils. Fingers are not allowed, and the second day, when all students came to enter the college institute, so there is no single seat to whom can come and sit. There is no single seat available to sit, and the second day there was an event called Traditional Day. So everybody came with like proper get up and all, but nobody
had a place to sit.
So my professor got to know that I had done this installation, so he called me up, my dean, and he gave me a memorandum that if you done same thing other times, then you might you need to rusticate, so after that I've done other work also, so it was a great journey. I enjoy my academic time. I did a lot of experiments. I enjoy my campus indeed, you know, it's
Huh.
great fun.
Huh.
So during my graduation time, I also participate all national exhibitions, you know,
Huh.
like all film festivals during my academy, and when I was secondary student. Since then, I experimented with a lot of new media and mediums, you know, I work with. So it was fun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said when your dean met with you, you know, he gave you a warning that you will be rusticated. But would you say that sort of inspired you, that sort of rebellious, like rebellion, you wanted to kind of prove someone wrong? Did that inspire your art?
Yes, of course, because you know what is beneficial for us or whatever suits, we always accept those. If they are not suitable to me, for example, that education is not useful for that particular time. So I have, you know, I just talk about that, you know,
Yeah.
and not only I talk about that, but I create the amount of artwork, you know, during my graduation, you know. So that is why people know me that yeah, this is the guy here really honestly working, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And is that something that inspires you even today? Because your works are very socio-politically challenging. Everybody, you know, you bring about the differences in society, the differences between the rich and the poor, and the differences between what is essentially going on in politics and the socio-economic condition of the world and India. So is that what drives you to be creative?
Yeah, I feel being an artist, we owe some responsibility towards society, and you know, as I said earlier, you know, my surrounding always inspire me because of my vigilance, and that's, you know, inspire me to create a good amount of work.
So Valay ji, we have spoken so much about your works today. But can you tell me a little bit about what is its significance to you? What are you trying to show our viewers? What are you portraying through your works to them?
Well, human beings are the center point of my creation, and human behavior is the base subject of my artwork.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned earlier, that I feel it's a responsibility towards the society. Therefore, I try to portray good amount of artwork or socio-political, uh, economical, environmental topic in my artwork.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you're doing these through a lot of your works have human figures. So you're doing these through your sculptures like Dabba Wala, Dhobi Wala, and Balloon Boy. So what is the significance of these works?
Well, I really want to freeze my contemporary time, so the coming generation then they can study appropriately. So it's very important me to use a great kind of good quality material so it's sustained for a long period of time.
Correct.
And I'm using the stainless steel disc which I designed. It's top grade material which sustained for 500 years.
Right.
We are a part of nature. We are not there. Some, you know, like we did some big, but our work should be there.
Definitely. It
Yeah.
should stand the test of time.
Yes.
And in one of your works, the Dhobi Wala and the Dabba Wala, you have taken pictures of actual people and pasted it on the little discs. So yeah, please tell me about that.
Well, I've made this Mumbai series in that under that topic. I've choose couple of good characters such as Dabawala Dhobi, a very important character in Mumbai. So I've used this actual images of dhobis, you know, in Dhobi Ghat, and I transfer to this metal surface the dhobi who carrying the sack or dhobi. I transfer these images on this sack. So those are real character of a dhobi, you see. And they are playing their significant role, you know, in Mumbai, you know, in daily life.
So you're trying to show their effort and their hard work and what they are going through on a day-to-day basis. So, did you go and did you take these photographs or how?
Yes, sometime I do
Hmm.
personally, or sometime I hire a good professional,
Okay.
and they do it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's play a little rapid fire now, just to make things a little more fun. Can you tell me or choose one of your artworks that comes to your mind that is of most importance to you?
Well, it's difficult to say, any specific work or
Yeah.
particular work, but of course, I've made a series on farmer suicide, so that is one of my favorite piece, which I've done in 2019 in my solo show, where I've made this silver table, made with this silver foil, and it's very look very loyal and royally. So and this 10-seater chair with this set of dining table which I've made in 2019, where I put two pepper shaker bottles which contained one which contained uh, soil of field of the farmer who have committed suicide, and the other bottle filled with his real ashes instead of salt. So that piece is one of my favorite.
That does sound very meaningful, and I bet it holds meaning even today with the current state of what is happening in our country. Yeah. Can you choose one artwork of any other artist that you admire or gives you inspiration?
Well, because there are great artists, there are and number of lists, but
Definitely.
I'm not specific or any particular follower of any artist. Well, one of my favorite artists' work is Francis. He is a Belgium-based artist,
Okay.
and I like one of his work called Patriotic Tales, which he had made in 2095,
Right.
1995, sorry.
Yeah.
So that piece, the video piece, I like very much. Second is I like the Irish artist John. He had made a work called Western Flag, which is very nice, and it's a video piece which I like a lot actually. So that these two pieces I like very much. Yeah.
Okay. And can you name or tell me about any artist or any professor or any colleague or co-worker of yours that you looked up to or inspired you during your art days, your art school days back in the day in JJ School of Art?
Yes, sure. During my college time, I was following many artists such as Man Ray, Marshall Duchamp, and Damien Hirst, Andy Warhol. These are my favorite artists during my college time, which I followed. Even Salvador Dali,
Oh yeah.
even Hussein Saab, I like his work, So yeah.
Valayji, with that, we conclude our interview for today. Thank you so much for answering my questions and being on my channel and sharing a little bit more about your life, your artworks, and your journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me here. It's really great fun. Thank you.
Thank you.